Hey guys, how's it going? So, you're gonna get two reviews in one today because I saw this one movie back on Sunday. I just got busy and I saw one movie today, two new movies. They're both independent movie. One was on video on demand and one was in the theaters. So I'm going to talk about both of them, and they are Cake and The Humbling. So I would just do two videos, but I'm like, what the hell? Just do one whole video talking about both of them. Uh, Let's start with the first one I saw, Cake. Cake stars Jennifer Aniston, uh, and it is the story about a woman named Claire, played by Jennifer Aniston, and she's going through chronic pain, and there's been a lot of bad stuff. Her husband left her. Certain stuff happened in her life that get revealed throughout the movie. Her friend, played by Anna Kendrick, died, committed suicide, as you could see from the very beginning. And now she kind of hangs out with her, with what she left, what Anna Kendrick left behind, which is her husband, played by Sam Worthington, and their son. Uh, and so so basically it's about her going through chronic pain, dealing with this problem. Anna Kendrick comes back by flashbacks because she's taking a lot of pills. So it's basically about a woman with chronic pain. It's simple. It's like that. Now, I was looking forward to this movie, and I'm like, okay. I mean, Jennifer Aniston, she's been okay in some stuff. I don't love her, but I've seen some stuff that she's been okay in or good, even good in. I mean, I like her in Office Space and stuff like that. And you know what? I like some of the other actors. I mean, let's see. Sam Worthington, he's all right. Anna Kendrick, I like her a lot. And there's one other actor. You know what? I'm just gonna say who it is because he's in the trailers. He spoiled it. William H Macy. But I'll get to him later. William H Macy is also in this movie. Uh, and who else is in this movie? Felicity Huffman as well. And and yeah, there's her maid, which I know that this woman has done more stuff, but the woman that played her maid, I'm gonna look up her name because she's noteworthy, really noteworthy. But all right, so let me say, uh, yeah, like I said, I was kind of looking forward to this movie because it looked like Jennifer Aniston was doing something different, and I was intrigued to see it. It looked like a nice movie. It had Oscar movies. And then I heard some bad stuff about it. And while I don't get the bad stuff about it. I mean, it's not a great movie. It has some parts that aren't that great. Actually, it has some pretty bad parts. But there's some fantastic stuff. Fantastic stuff in it. Like, if it was controlled more, it kind of reminded me of a movie that came out last year. This is kind of this year release, so this is not going to qualify for my top 10, but like it kind of reminded me of The Judge, where it would be a fantastic movie if they took some stuff out and did a bit stuff more. But here it's not if they took some stuff out, if they could if they focused on more stuff more, because there is some like phenomenal, like literally phenomenal, fantastic scenes. There's some humor. There's a lot of great stuff in this movie. That's why I enjoyed it. I just enjoyed it. I think it's a good movie. But Jennifer Aniston is fantastic. Like, holy shit! Like, this isn't just because she's a dramatic actor. She's a comedic actress doing drama. No, no, this is legitimately like a great performance. Like, if she just came out of nowhere and she just did this movie, I would still say it's a great performance because I didn't see Jennifer Aniston. I did not see that girl from Friends or the girl from Bounty Hunter or the girl from Just Go With It. But like I actually saw a legitimate, real performance of a heartbroken woman, and Jennifer Aniston really transformed herself. People are just saying, "Oh, she probably is just getting Oscar buzz because she didn't win the makeup." No, I thought she got snubbed. I thought she really got snubbed. I'd really rather have her get nominated over Reese Witherspoon and Wild, but that's just me. I mean, Reese Witherspoon was great, but I mean, she already won an Oscar to be fair. like Jennifer Aniston never did it. I'm like, wow, this is a like legitimately a great performance. I know who else gave a great performance. Sam Worthington. You would never hear me say great and Sam Worthington in the same sentence together. But Sam Worthington is great in this movie. His relationship with Jennifer Aniston is great. Uh, and yeah, there is some great stuff. Like I said, there's humor because of Jennifer Aniston. Like she has a lot of funny stuff. And it's a beautifully shot movie, and I think it captures LA really well because they don't just go to LA. They go to like Orange County where I live. They mention even the Nixon Library, which is a Richard Nixon library like 10 minutes away from my house. So like I was like, hey, that's pretty cool. Like they mentioned like a place called Riverside here in the US. I mean here in California if you don't know that. Okay, so the maid, she really impressed me. This maid, the girl who played the maid, Andrea Barzia. I thought she was phenomenal. She was in Thor. I don't really remember her in that. She was in Amores Perros. I know she was nominated for an Oscar for Babel, but I'd like to see her in more stuff after this because she is riveting. She is really riveting in this movie as the maid. Like she's nice, she's trying to help, and the chemistry back and forth between her and Jennifer Aniston is great. It's a great, sweet relationship, and I really, really enjoyed it. Uh, they just really gave a good performance. Oh, Britt Robinson, who's gonna show up at Tomorrowland. She's in this movie. Too. I just realized she was. I looked it up. But my only problems are is Anna Kendrick. I like her as an actress. I think she is a very good actress. God, is she bad in this? Like very bad. Like I don't think it's her fault. Like I think she just didn't have any good material. She kind of came off as weird and sometimes unintentionally hilarious. Like it was just really, really an off role for her. I mean, they could have handled it better. I mean, I like Anna Kendrick, but like, I don't know. I didn't like her this role. I really did not. William H Macy, while good for like 2 minutes he's on screen, he's still really good. I mean, he's William H Macy. He's a terrific actor, but like, he should just say like he should literally like this is what he should have said. He's like, "Hi, I'm Jerry Lundegaard," and like it would have still been a better cameo than this. Like he just said Jerry Lundegaard, like just said his name from Fargo and started talking like like he could just talk to the Fargo accent. That's how short he was on screen, and no one would notice. Like he could just talk like like his character from Fargo go and say, "Hi, I'm Jerry Lundegaard," because they didn't even mention his character. He just came, like found out like he had history with Jennifer Aniston. It goes down for a bit, and once Britt Robinson comes into the movie for a little bit towards the end. Something happens. Oh, God. But there's just some bad stuff. There's just, but yeah. Anyways, what I'm gonna say, Cake, good movie. Maybe even not that great a movie, but good movie. Fantastic performance. I'm gonna give it a B. There's fantastic stuff in here, and I do think it's worth checking out. Maybe even in theaters. Uh, The last movie I'm going to talk about is The Humbling with Al Pacino. Al Pacino hasn't had a good career the last couple of years. I mean, he's a terrific actor. And I know he's doing more like Shakespearean kind of stuff and like TV kind of stuff, but like he should be back in movies and he can act. And this movie proves it. So basically, Birdman, but with Al Pacino. That's basically the plot of the movie. That is like Birdman, old washed up star. It's a little different, but he he plays this guy. He's washed up. He's kind of crazy. He's going through psychology with a psychiatrist played by Dylan Baker, who by the way is great at this movie. And I'm just gonna go through this movie fast. But yeah. Anyways, and played by Greta Gerwig comes into his life. She's a friend She's a she's a friend of she's an old friend of she's an old friend of not William H Macy, of Al Pacino. uh, like her parents, played by Diane Wiest and Dan Hyeda, come in are like they have a daughter played by Greta Gerwig, and Greta Gerwig goes to Al Pacino's house one day, and then stuff happens. Greta Gerwig's a lesbian, and yeah, I was looking forward to this movie. You know, Al Pacino, great actor, like I said, and he does a lot of really good stuff, but he's a great actor, and but like I mean, okay, first of all, it's directed by Barry Levinson, who I like a lot of his films. But uh, man, is this film just so? Eh, it's okay. It's it's not that great. It's not a terrific movie, but it's an okay, enjoyable movie. I did enjoy myself watching this movie. I do think Al Pacino's terrific. I just think the story does lack a little bit of heart and a little bit of originality, especially with Birdman. And you've seen this kind of before, and just has stupid moments. But however, Al Pacino is great. This is his best performance he's given in a while. Greta Gerwig's good. All the acting is good. Greta Gerwig, Charles Grodin, Diane Wiest. Who else? Dan Hyeda is great as well. Uh, Everyone's great. Just no one's bad in this movie, and like it's kind of fun to see Al Pacino do this stuff, and it is a depressing movie, and I don't know, I kind of appreciated that, but it's not smart. It's really not that smart. It's just really cut dry. I don't know what. I mean, the directing's fine for what it is. I mean, Barry Levinson, I think, did an okay job, but the writing's not that great. It's kind of convoluted, but it's okay. It's an okay movie. Al Pacino's fantastic. Most of the characters are unlikable. You kind of feel bad for Al Pacino, even though you're like, what are you doing from time to time? Because he's so hurt that, like, literally Al Pacino can do that. He can make you feel bad for maybe not the greatest person in the world. Al Pacino is that good, and he still proves that in that movie. Proves that this in this movie, and he is great in this movie. Everyone else did a great job, like I said. Even though the characters weren't that great, I still thought everyone played their roles well. Greta Gerwig is probably the second star. I mean, she's good. She's very good in this movie, and I really liked her in this movie. Just I didn't like her character. I liked her performance. Really enjoyed her performance, but didn't like her. Uh, and just yeah, I mean, like I said, it's a competent looking movie. I didn't say that, but it's a competent looking movie. It doesn't look bad at all. You know, uh, it's enjoyable, like I said, but it's not that good of a movie. But it's okay. I'll give it a C plus. I definitely do think it's worth renting at least. I mean, it's on video on demand, so maybe see it. Yeah, I think it's definitely worth seeing, especially if you're a fan of Al Pacino. The more I thought about it, the less I liked it. But you know what? I don't think it's going to go any less. I think it's just going to stay at a C plus because I mean I feel like that's a decent score. I could at least like the movie at a C plus. At a C, it's a little bit harder to like the movie. I mean, no, I can't really like the movie. It's just average, mediocre. C minus is not the worst thing yet, but not that great either. But C plus means okay, it's still a bit watchable. So it's a watchable movie. It's an enjoyable movie. I guess I do recommend watching it. It's just bloated. Just keep in mind, just to watch Al Pacino, I think it's definitely worth watching. All right, guys. So that's gonna cut it. Wow, this went on for almost 50 minutes. Uh, one quick shout out. I mean, I know no one's gonna watch this, but no one mentioned this in my podcast yesterday. Uh, one quick update to me and Jason are gonna review uh our movie Chef and Scorpion King 4, I think. God, I can't wait for that. But I'm excited to re-review Chef again. Do a re-review, re-watch it. But, Jason hasn't seen it yet. But, yeah, also, I want to give, you might have seen him on one of my podcasts. I want to give a shout out to Mega Movie Man, Mark Ricci. He mentioned Cinema Discussions, which is a book on Facebook, which you should probably check out if you like movies. And yeah, he mentioned that group, and he also mentioned me in the description. So if you go to his interview review, uh, you could see his my name on there. You could see Avi, my co-host, and some of the other people that show up, like Cole, who's always on there. So yeah, definitely check that out. Check out Cinema Discussions. I'll put a link down below to that group too, and I'll put a link to Mega Movie Man Mark's channel. And yeah, and by the way, Mega Movie Man Mark, if you're watching this, that that's really cool of you. Really, really cool of you. All right, guys, like, subscribe, and bye bye.